I don't like the look of those clouds.
Suddenly, a violent storm sweeps across the sea. Jesus keeps on sleeping, but the disciples are terrified.
Hurry! Lower the sail!
Where's the anchor?
Giant waves pour over the sides of the boat. The disciples can't do anything to stop the water.
We're gonna sink!
Somehow, Jesus has remained asleep throughout the whole commotion.
That's it. Don't you say that we're going to drown?
Without a word to the disciples, Jesus stands up and reaches his hand out to the storm.
Quiet! Be still!
Instantly, the wind dies down and the sea is completely calm.
Why are you so afraid? Is your faith in me still so weak?
Even the wind and waves obey him.
Hey, I so like the winds and the waves one. Can we flip over and skip to page 580?
Okay, I think that's a great idea.
Yeah,
All
so
right.
if you're in your action Bible, go to page 580 now.
580. Here we go. And I'm just going to read the top of it. It says, but God sent Jesus to be the savior of the world, not the conqueror of armies. When Jesus sees that the crowd wants to force him to be a king, he quickly calls his disciples away from the crowd. And here is what he says.
We should leave before this crowd starts a riot. Launch the boat and cross the other side of the Jordan. I will see you later.
You see what Pastor Andy did there? Do you see what he did? Okay, dad joke. As the disciples row across the sea.
Hey, Pastor Patrick.
Yes.
Do you know how a dad joke becomes a dad joke?
Tell.
When it becomes apparent.
Wow.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
As the disciples row across the sea, Jesus goes up on a mountain to pray that night on the Sea of Galilee.
How will Jesus catch up to us without a boat?
Guys, look! What's that?
It's a goat!
No! It's our Lord, Master! Do you want me to come join you on the waves?
Come.
Peter immediately jumps out of the boat, and he walks on water too. As long as Peter's eyes are on the Savior, the waves support him. But when Peter takes his eyes off the Lord and remembers the wind and the rough waves, he loses faith and he begins to sing, Lord, save me!
Peter, why did you doubt me?
After Jesus rescues Peter, they climb into the boat and the wind dies down.
You really are the Son of God.
Whoa. All right, y'all, not over. I want to show you something here. Now, so this, can you see that? That is me literally standing on the Sea of Galilee.
It looks like you're doing jumping jacks, Pastor Patrick.
It does look like that. I was standing up at the front of the boat, which was kind of exciting.
No, you're not going to show that picture.
Hold on. Here is Miss Sabrina on the Sea of Galilee. That is literally, you guys, where Jesus was walking on the Sea of Galilee.
The story we just read. We were on a boat in the middle of the same exact sea.
That is what the sea looks like. And this is where this happened. This wasn't like it was far away from here. Literally, the exact spot where we're at could be exactly where it happened. And you wonder why? Well, hold on. Let me show you another one. Let me get us here.
While you're showing, Pastor Patrick, guess what I have right here in my hand? I brought back some seashells from the Sea of Galilee.
No way.
Those look smaller than acorns.
They're pretty small, but I got them right on the shore of the Sea of Galilee.
Oh, you got them on the shore? You mean like when you were sitting right there?
Yes, exactly right there. And you guys, that spot is where they believe that's where Jesus called Peter to be his disciple, right there.
Now,
cool.
Here's the cool thing. Right behind me, can you see those steps right back behind me and Miss Casey? Now, back right after Jesus, like it was like 100 years after Jesus, or maybe 80 years, somewhere in there. I can't remember. It wasn't too long after Jesus. There was a lady who came, and it's written down that she got to walk on the very steps where our Savior walked. Those steps, see that fence? That's to keep other people from walking on it or taking pieces of it. Jesus Christ walked up those steps right there. And the Sea of Galilee, you can see, is right over there behind it. But Jesus walked right there. How awesome is that? Now, hold on. I've got a couple more here. Let's see.
This one's just mean. You guys, we were on a plane for like hours, okay? We were on the plane for hours, and we got to where we were, to Israel, and then I didn't sleep on the plane at all, and then we had to go tour around and look at everything. So I was awake for 36 hours when this picture was taken, and I had a bloody nose because it's so dry there. Do I look miserable or what?
All right. So now remember where I was telling you Jesus walked up those steps. Right here. Let me make it bigger for you. All right, Pastor Patrick, I'm standing here at the Sea of Galilee. Can you remember? What are some stories that happened on the Sea of Galilee? Can you tell me? So right behind me, the story we just read tonight, it's a true story, y'all. It happened right there.
Remember, so Jesus went on a mountain to pray when they were on the boat, and he walked them from the mountain. So you can see, like in my background right now too, there are mountains all around the Sea of Galilee. So he went up to one of those mountains to pray.
Yes, overlooking, and that's where the Beatitudes, where they call it the Mount of Beatitude there.
Yeah, now, right where my picture is, that's the Sermon on the Mount. You know, Pastor Patrick is a rule breaker. Did you guys know that about him? He likes to break rules. What? Yeah, you know that. So we were right next to the Sea of Galilee at a place called Capernaum. Have you heard of that? That's where Peter lived. Well, we were in a church that was above Peter's house, and Pastor Patrick was making videos like this, and the priest saw him, and he said, "Silence." You told him to stop talking because you're supposed to be quiet in those places. They have signs everywhere that say quiet. But did Pastor Patrick listen? Nope. So the priest said, "Silence."
Well, and in this one, there were lots of different pictures of different things that all happened on the Sea of Galilee. Was a busy place. Here, see if you can hear the people singing in the background. We got a picture of Jesus on the Sea of Galilee, which you're about to see, or maybe you just saw. But this is Peter looking like he just jumped out of the boat to go to Jesus because they thought Jesus was like this ghost walking across on the water. But Peter jumps out, and he's all fine until he takes his eyes off of Jesus, and he begins to sink, yelling up to Jesus, "Save me!" And Jesus did. And then Jesus said, "Peace, be still." And the wind and the sea stopped. How cool is that? We got a picture of Jesus. So anyhow, it is so cool. The stories that you're reading in your Action Bible, in your real Bible, y'all, they're true. Jesus truly did right there. It is incredible. Hopefully one day, all of you guys will get to visit Israel and see where this stuff happened. Hasta lasagna.
Hasta lasagna.
Lasagna tonight.
Hasta lasagna.